Righto, so for this tutorial, I'll be using a nice thick yarn so you can see what I'm doing, and a 5mm hook. Righto, so to start with, I'm going to do a slip knot and chain up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be the first stitch. This is our second stitch, a third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh. So every time we're going to be following the loop, this loop here, to go through our V-stitch. So our very first one, that loop wraps around our hook, and that creates our that's where our first stitch is for our chain. And the second one will loop around, and that's our second loop. And our third, following that loop, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on. So now that we understand where our loops are coming from, we will start up our double crochet. To do our double crochet, we're going to chain up 2. 1, 2. Now we yarn over, and in the third chain from the hook, so this one here, following this little loop, following that loop, like I showed you before, we go through that loop for the chain, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So that gives us 3 loops on the hook. Now we want to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops. 1, 2. And that leaves us 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and now we're going to pull through those 2 loops again. 1, 2. And this creates our first double crochet with a chain up of 2. Now this chain 2 is not a stitch. Some people might use it as a stitch. It just depends on the work, but yeah. Okay, so now for our second double crochet, we want yarn over. We want to follow the loop at the bottom again, not this one, but this one, following that loop, and go through our second chain space. Pulling up a loop, yarn over, having 3 loops on the hook, we pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 again. Here's our second double crochet. Now we yarn over, and following that loop, we go through the third stitch for the chain. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, that creates our third stitch, that creates our third double crochet stitch. Now we're going to go through the fourth, following the loop, going through the chain space, yarn over, got some fluff, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over. We have 3 loops on the hook. We want to pull through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and then we have 2 more loops on the hook, yarn over, and we pull through 2 again. Yarn over. Again, for the 5th stitch, following that bottom loop, going through the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. So I'll bring this nice and close for you so we can continue on. I just need to get some yarn. Now, following this stitch again, wait for it to get in focus. Following this stitch again, we go through the stitch, yarn over, and we pull up a loop, giving us 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and we pull through 1, 2 of those loops, giving us 2 loops left. We yarn over, and then we pull through 1, 2 of those loops. So I'll show you that again. This fluff keeps coming back. It's annoying me. So yarn over, and then we go through the 7th. Was that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So through the 7th stitch, we follow that bottom loop, going through the loop again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the 3 loops on the hook, pulling through 2, yarn over, and then pulling through 2 loops again on the hook. yarn over. I'll bring this right up so you can see. Following the loop for number 8, going through the 8th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and then pull through 2 again, 1, 2. So yarn over, I'll try to show you this from a different angle, going through this loop here, yarn over, pull up a loop, giving us 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and we pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 of those loops again. So yarn over, a lucky last one. Following that bottom loop, this one here, we go through the chain stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, we pull through 2, 1, 2, and then we yarn over and pull through 2 again, 1, 2, and that finishes our first row. Now we want to chain up 2, 1, 2, and we turn our work with the wrong side facing us. Now we want to yarn over and we're going to chain at the top of the double crochet. So right here, this is the loop section that we're going to be chaining through. So I will bring in my trusty small one. So each individual little opening here is a double crochet, the top of the double crochet. So I'll put it in a different angle so you can kind of see. So this is the loop area that I'm going to be going through with my hook. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 double crochet stitches. So I'll show you this from the wrong side facing. So this is 1 stitch, this is 2 stitch, 3 stitch, 4 stitch, 5 stitch, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is the top of the stitch area that we're going to be inserting our hook to pull up our loops for our next row of double crochets. So I'll show you that. So we yarn over, I've already done that, but then we go through this loop section. So I'll bring this right up close, going through the first loop of the first double crochet, going through that, we pull up a loop, giving us 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through 2 of those loops, 1, 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through 2 again, 1, 2. So that creates our first double crochet. So again, in the second top of the double crochet, we go through the loop, pull up a loop, giving us 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over again into the third double crochet. So I'm going to show you this from an upward view. So into this stitch here. So yarn over, going through that stitch, we pull up another loop. We yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now we're at number 4, going through this loop section here. So I'm trying to show you this whilst holding it all. So in through this loop, we yarn over and we pull up a loop. Oops, didn't mean to twist that. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So I'll bring it right up so you can really see where I'm at. So this is the next stitch, so that'll be number 5. Got a bit of fluff. What is it with fluff today? It just doesn't, just keeps coming back. Right, so through the 5th double crochet stitch, in through that loop, making sure we have those 2 loops around the hook, we yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pulling through 2 of those loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. So again, yarn over, going through that loop, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'll bring it right up close. So through this little loop section here, we want to go through and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over through this loop here, well through the stitch, sorry, loop, through the stitch, we pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, going through the 9th stitch, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2, yarn over, and then in our final 10th stitch, sorry, oh, sorry about that. So now we're at our final 10th double crochet stitch, and the last one's always a bit difficult because it kind of is on this kind of like a slant, whereas when you're doing the other ones it's a bit more flat. But you just want to make sure you're going through the first loop part here and not the second loop here. So you want to be going at the top of these loops. So I'll bring this really up close so you can see what I'm doing. So make sure when you're doing this, you're going through these 2 loops here. Get your finger to help you get through. So make sure you're going through those 2 loops and not these 2 at the bottom. So then we pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and pull through 2, 1, 2. And then we chain up 2, 1, 2, and turn our work. I'll show you this again. So this is the first stitch. So we want to go through that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Going over this, yarning over the hook, going through the second stitch, pull through that loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, going through the 3rd stitch. So this is the 3rd double crochet. This is the 3rd double crochet stitch. We want to pull through 2 and pull through 2. So now in the 4th double crochet stitch, we want to go at the top of that stitch, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, going through the 5th stitch of your double, or at the top of the double, going through that loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now through the 6th stitch at the top of that double crochet stitch, we yarn over and we pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over into the 7th stitch, going through the top of that double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, whoop, yarn over, pull through 2. In the top of the 8th stitch, we go through that top of the double crochet, like so. We have 3 loops on the hook, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now, I need some more yarn. Now we're going to go through the 9th stitch, going through that loop. Oh, I missed. There we go. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over again, going through the final 10th stitch again, remembering it's always a bit tricky. This time we've it's not as difficult, but this is the 2 different stitches. You want to make sure you're going through the top of the double crochet. So this is the chain up space, so you chained up 2. This here is our 10th double crochet, so you want to make sure you're following that little loop section to go through that double crochet, pull up your loop, yarn over, and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we chain up 2, 1, 2, and turn our work. So I'll show you this one more time. So we go through the top of the first double crochet beneath us. So going through that, we pull up a loop, we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the second double crochet. In the top of the second double crochet, we go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we yarn over again, going through the third double crochet, going through that loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, going through the 4th stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'll try to show you this at a different angle. So we yarn over, we go through the loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over, going through that loop, like the top part of the double, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, yarn over, going through the next stitch, so that'll be number 7. So going at the top of that double crochet, the stitch here, we want to pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and into the 8th double crochet, the top little hole here, we go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So through the 9th double crochet stitch, we will go through that loop from the stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, pull through 2, 1, 2, pull through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and we're at number 10 now. Again, this is our stitch, this is not. So you want to make sure when you're doing this, you're going through the last double crochet, the top of the double crochet, not the chain up space. So then we yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is how we do double crochets. Righto, so yeah, that's how you do your double crochets. If you want to know how to do your slip knot or your chain, remember to check out the description link below. Thanks for stopping in, and remember to like and subscribe.